There's great power in prayer, even more in group prayer. This is the foundation of the Unity Movement and our church. Our prayer ministry has close to over 100 active participants supporting our community and the world. There's great synergy in us coming together consistently. Beyond our own personal experience with prayer, there's so much evidence to its impact on the collective consciousness. The Maharishi effect shows that if 1% of the population meditates, it produces measurable improvements in the quality of life for the whole population. The world is going through a lot of change. We must go to the unchanging realm of the divine and help co-create the best outcome for the most impactful event taking place. Let's join together to support this cause. Thank you for joining us. Your presence, your consciousness is summoned for humanity at this time. There's great power in prayer, even more in group prayer. This is the foundation of the Unity Movement and our church. Our prayer ministry has close to over 100 active participants supporting our community and the world. There's great synergy in us coming together consistently. Beyond our own personal experience with prayer, there's so much evidence to its impact on the collective consciousness. The Maharishi effect shows that if 1% of the population meditates, it produces measurable improvements in the quality of life for the whole population. The world is going through a lot of change. We must go to the unchanging realm of the divine and help co-create the best outcome for the most impactful event taking place. Let's join together to support this cause. Thank you for joining us. Your presence, your consciousness is summoned.
For the beauty of the earth, for the glory of the skies, for the love which from our birth over and around us lies. Lord of all, to you we raise this our hymn of grateful praise. For the wonder of each hour of the day and of the night, hill and dale and tree and flower, sun and moon and stars of light, Lord of all, to you we raise this our hymn of grateful praise. For the joy of human love, brother, sister, parent, child, friends on earth and friends above, for all gentle thoughts and mild, Lord of all, to you we raise this our hymn of joyful praise. Lord of all, to you we raise this our hymn of grateful praise.
Good morning, everyone at Unity of the Triangle. Welcome. How's everybody doing out there? Woo, all right. Finally feeling a little bit of a chill in the air, and with the Thanksgiving holiday on the horizon this week, today's service, we're talking all about gratitude. And I certainly want to express my gratitude for all of you out there and for having such a wonderfully supportive, uplifting community to be part of here at Unity of the Triangle. And if you're visiting us for the first time today, we hope you feel that too and maybe want to come back. You're welcome to fill out a guest card at the welcome table after the service. And also want to say hello to all our beautiful online watchers who are catching the live stream today. And as we do at the beginning of the service every week, let's take a moment to turn to those around you and do a wave and greet and smile. So I'm sure everybody's starting to think about getting busy with the holidays here, and there certainly will be a lot going on here at the church that you'll be hearing more about. But the one thing, of course, that I want to point out is that we have our annual Christmas concert featuring the Unity Choir on Saturday, December 14th. And you can buy a ticket after the service today. There'll be somebody selling tickets up front, but you can also go to the website. And, you know, this year it's going to be special. We'll be having some of our young folks being part of it and maybe a little bit of storytelling. So, again, we try to make it special every year. A lot of great music and warm feelings. And speaking of young people, I'm going to let Tia take over here for a second.
Yes, good morning, everybody. Good morning. So, quick announcement, if you didn't hear last week, we are going to be doing an after-service hangout, and we're going ice skating. Yes, Yes, last time we went roller skating and it was such a hit, and I saw some of you there and it was really cool, and I want to see you guys there next time. We're going to Polar Ice in Cary. It's from 1 o'clock to 2:30, right after service, and I'd love to see you guys there with all of our youth. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and bless our youth. Together. Standing in faith, trust as you move through life, all is well. Thank you.
All right, we're going to invite you to stand and join us in singing a song of gratitude from Karen Drucker, I'm So Grateful. Here we go. 2, 3.
Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, 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 I'm so grateful. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, 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 I'm so grateful. Please remain standing now and join us in singing the welcome song. Welcome into this place. Welcome into this broken vessel. You desire to abide in the praises of your people. So we lift our hands and we lift our hearts as we offer up this praise unto your name. Welcome into this place. Welcome into this open vessel. You desire to abide in the praises of your people. So we lift our hands and we lift our hearts as we offer up this praise unto your name. Sure. and God's grace. There's a holy hush around us. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place.
I invite you to hear these words as if they're your own, and if there are others that you would like to hold in prayer, hold those in your heart today. Let us pray. We turn within and deepen into the expansiveness and spaciousness of spirit and our own divinity. From this spaciousness, we form an attitude of gratitude for everything, remembering the potential goodness of the divine is in every individual and every situation. Gratitude opens and clears our connection to universal truths, so we become more mindful of God's goodness and grace and see everything as an opportunity to grow. We embrace gratitude as a spiritual practice to transform negativity, fear, and egoic beliefs that no longer serve us, so we become a radiant person of joy. True joy is not dependent on outer circumstances, but unfolds naturally when we respond to life with gratitude. May every person in this prayer box and all those unnamed choose gratitude as an opportunity to grow and develop a deeper realization of the I Am presence. We gratefully rest in this awareness, and so we let it be. Amen.
We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are, and all we do is a blessing to the world. We are the hand, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are, and all we do is a blessing to the world.
Let us move into meditation, adjusting the body to be comfortable and preparing ourselves to relax and go deeper. Let's let the chair do the work. So let your face relax and your tongue, your eyes relax. Let the whole head relax, like the scalp relax. As we go deeper, feel the chest open, the belly soften, the hands unclench. Feel the legs relax and the feet also. We're going deeper and deeper by relaxing, and now by paying attention to the breath. So we pay attention to the breath and nothing else for a few moments so that our minds can begin to rest. Now begin to focus the breath into the heart center. As the heart opens, allow the energy of the heart to fill your whole body so that your body begins to feel like a heart as well. The whole presence is there. Feeling like love and acceptance. And in this atmosphere of loving acceptance, let us cultivate and hold the attitude of gratitude, the emotion of gratitude, the feeling state of gratitude. Perhaps you feel you need something to be grateful for, and if so, go find it, or just practice it as a practice itself. As we sit together in silence, let us continue to stay in gratitude, allowing it to open into every part of our mind and body so that the whole being vibrates in gratitude. As we sit together in silence.
Give us this day our daily bread. You said you would supply all my needs according to your riches. I have but to ask, and I shall receive. To go from here and share this love you gave to me, to show someone who's lost and help them find their way, the way to truth and faith, so they can be free like me, free like me. Lord, we are your love. Lord, we are your peace. Lord, we are your joy. This day. Yay!
Fun singing that song. I'm so grateful to me. Right? We're doing a lot of that these days. Happy to be here, aren't you? I think it's an amazing time in this world. Many people are recovering from all sorts of things, but at the same time, so many things are unfolding that are beyond our understanding at this point. I really think the trick to the whole game of life is not so much what's happening out there, though, but what's happening here. And if you can learn to manage this, I think your experience of the outer world will be radically different anyway. Because basically, it's not exactly a neutral palette. It has colors and textures in it. But our opinion of it, our perception of it, and the things we think about it deliver not the truth of what's out there, but what we can grok from it, what we experience from it. And our experience can be different than the person next to you, or certainly if you have a room like this, there's a kaleidoscope of experiences based on the same data. Although that's not actually true, because you know your senses can only take in a small portion of what's going on. And so we're always filtering it, and we tend to filter it toward the way we believe things are. Have you ever been surprised by something and you had just looked at it but you didn't see it? Just a few minutes ago I was looking for the flowers in the kitchen, and I looked around and they weren't to be found until someone said, "They're over there." And there they were, like suddenly. Right? And so in so many ways we look around in the world and we think we have it. We think we understand, think we know what's there, what's what. Perhaps you're wrong. Perhaps you're not seeing the whole picture, maybe you're not even seeing part of it. And so learning to manage your feeling and thinking state is vital to having a lovely life, because you could take lemonade and make mud out of it. Or you can take lemons and make lemonade. And that's what I'd like to talk about today. Now the last few weeks we've been talking about this practice of looking for the one who's looking, to being aware of the awareness that is you and has been with you all the time. That is a beautiful practice, and one of the things it will do is it will take you from a state of being riding on the wave without any control to being in the place of witnessing what it is. And that can be quite relieving when the wave is pretty turbulent. It doesn't hurt when it's nice either. You can just hold the whole picture better when you're not thinking about I all the time. Like not thinking, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, but you're beginning to be the watcher who's watching it. Brilliant thing to do. I'm not here to change my mind. I think it's a great idea. I think you should do that. I'll leave the should in there. I really do think you should do that, you know? Because I think in a world where there's so much fluctuation, having this as a grounding spot in your being, it can be quite sane-making. That said, let me move over to this other side and say that what I think we can work on today, because we're just before Thanksgiving, is an attitude of gratitude, which is maintaining an attitude in your own being about everything that's happening, because perhaps you're wise enough to realize that everything that's happening in your whole experience is there for you. It's not against you, it's for you. It's for you to unfold. And one of the things about to make that make sense is to realize that, you know, death, which seems to put a period at the end of your existence, isn't really like that. It's just another doorway to something else. And if it's a doorway to something else, then it means that the game never stops. So you really have plenty of time to work it out. And things can be going badly right up to the last minute, and that might be your moment of awakening when you die. When you realize that everything that you thought was important has now just disappeared, and you're just that awareness that we've been looking at all along. And it liberates you to be courageous and bold in your life, because you're not so afraid you're not going to make it. You're afraid of losing, and you won't have a chance to recover, or your life has passed you by. Well, it's never passed you by. You're still in it and will be in it right on past your mortal existence. If you take that attitude, then it's easier to play hard, easier to play with courage, and with conviction that you will always win. Sooner or later, you always win. Now, the quickest way to win, though, I think, is like this. And I'm going to paint a picture of this somewhat. So, you know, a few weeks ago we were talking about maxi-me and mini-me. And the thing that you can see up here on the stage is the mini-me. And the maxi-me is not visible. And you have the same situation going on, that you have a maxi-me, a whole connected to the divine self, of which you are inside of, and that is who mini-me is inside of, and that is held you and holding you all the time. Now, I'm going to use a few Christian phrases here, because Jesus was kind of onto this, it seems, from the writings, when Jesus said, you know, it is the Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom of heaven. The Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom of heaven. One of the Bibles that I've read, which is kind of a modern version, says, what I'm trying to tell you is to relax. That your anxiousness is not helping. That what is true is that I, God, want to give you everything and make your life wonderful. And what is holding me back from getting it to you is it has to come through you, or you at least have to be in agreement with it. And if you're busy being anxious, it's hard to give you everything you want, because what you're saying is, I'm practicing anxiousness, please don't bother me with a gift. I'm too busy wanting to have. I'm too afraid to enjoy. And so what can get through to you is limited not by the Father's good wishes, but by your state of mind, your willingness to be in alignment with that, your voice that you're speaking is only going to be echoed back to you. So if you say over and over, I wish, I want, I lack, I'm unhappy, I'm anxious, I'm frightened, I am resentful, I'm angry, I'm the victim, if that's what you shout out to the Father goes, wow, that's a strange order. Fast food, though, here we go. Everything you want, dialed up according to your wishes. Not so much your normal wishes, but the way it sounds to the divine. It sounds like that's what you're after. It says, I'd give it to you, I'd give you something better, but it seems like right now what you're doing is practicing anger, or victimhood, or sense of lack, or worry. And since this is a place where you can decide much of what happens in your life by how you hold your attitude, that's what you get. And so the fastest way to get what you want is to be grateful. And to be grateful, just be grateful, period. Just have that as an attitude of gratitude. Now there are some people you know whose main attitude is the world's against me. You know these people. They don't ever come here. But they can find something wrong with everything. Have you noticed? They can find something wrong with everything. They are very worried about the nature of everything is going to hell in a handbasket. And that's what they want to talk about. And it is kind of a bummer to be with them unless you get on the same wavelength and then you practice being angry. That's kind of fun. And then there's some people who take that in another way. They don't do anger. They go, I'm a victim of everything that's happening to me. That happens, right? Why is this happening to me? If you ever hear yourself saying, why is this happening to me? And you don't say, because I did something, you are wasting your time. Because you are the one that is the central character of your life. And you have put yourself in every position you've ever been in. And I can say that because I've never done anything that put me in danger. And I've never made a mistake either. I've never been punished. So just do your best to own the world as it is with the attitude that it's in your favor. That if you're doing something that's going the wrong way, the consequences are pushing against you to wake up to it. It's like one of the things I think is really difficult with children is when they never have any consequences for what happens. You know, there's nothing, then they just go wild, right? They're just wild children. If they can't be said, if you do that, this is going to happen, and then they do it and they don't have any consequences, then they get, oh well, at least I know my dogs are that way. And I just want to say what we're really after here is taking ownership of your life. And there is a collective consciousness and there is all that goes on, but in this bracket of existence, which you are, in the totality of all that is, if you're in this bracket of existence, this is your area to manage. And the way to manage it is to manage what you think and what you say and what you feel. And if you do those, you set up the conditions for that which can give you anything to give you the same thing. So go out there and seek to prove that you're a victim, and there will be tons of agreement. Seek to prove that you have been wronged, and there will be tons of agreement. Feel helpless, and there will be a ton of agreement. Okay, you've heard that before. You know that stuff. As you think it, so you become, and so it is. As you think, you are constantly praying. As whatever you think is the prayer you're praying. And if you say a prayer in 1 minute and then start back to thinking the old way, what's going to be heard is the constant thought. Now you can have a crummy thought for a little while, but don't don't repeat it, and that means nothing. But to continually repeat something over and over is going to give you the most likely way of getting that same thing again. So if you repeat, why me, you'll have more chances to ask that question. Or if you repeat, I'm grateful, you'll have more chances to have that. So let's be a little more dialed in, practical. Let's say you had a bad day. Do you know what I mean? And you had a bad day, and you have two choices, which is to come home and kick the dog, or yell at your spouse, or sulk, or something. Or you can just take a pause and let that settle. Now you may have something you need to feel until it goes away. You know how feelings are. If you actually sit with the feeling and stop telling the story, and you sit with that feeling, in minutes it will go away, it will change. It's just wanting you to experience it. So let yourself experience the feeling, which means feel the sensations, feel how it feels in your gut or on your face or however you feel it. Feel that, and as you feel that, it dissipates. And now you can move to another place. I'll tell you another similar thing that happened to me. I was driving my car. I have a stick shift. It was dark night, a few nights ago. And I put it in neutral because it looked like traffic would be stopped for a while. But I guess I put it in neutral and didn't put my foot on the brake, so I'm rolling back very slowly, but rolling back up, imperceptible to me. And this woman behind me starts honking, and then she hits me with her car. And I open the door to see what's going on. Why is she honking at me and hitting me with her car? And she goes, "Did you hear me honking?" I guess, yes, I did. "Well, you were rolling backwards." Oh, I said, "Well, I didn't know that." But she smeared me with energy. I don't hold it against her. She was pissed, right? But I felt it, and I went home, and I felt weird, and I went to bed, and I felt weird, and I woke up sometime in the night and felt weird, and I went, "Oh, that's not me. That's her on me." And so with that recognition, it just kind of fell away. It hadn't penetrated that deep, but it was on the surface, made me feel weird, but it wasn't that bad. And so I want to say that, manage your energy so that even if somebody smacks you, do you know what I mean? Either energetically or physically or something, notice it and clean it up. And be ready to bring your attitude back into a state of gratitude and peace. Because that's the world you want to inherit. The one that comes from that. If someone has had a hard time in life, I know this can sound rather weird to say this, that in somehow it's reverberating in your mind and your being back out and inviting it again. So the best thing you can do is deal with the trauma or the feeling state enough that you can have a fresh idea. And then actually have a fresh idea. Because if you go, "Why me? I just wish it was different," you're not getting a fresh idea. What you're getting is a repeat idea. And so this is a tricky little thing, because I think mental health involves two things. It involves dealing with it most of the time, not all the time, dealing with it in some way and then moving away from it. And if you deal with it and don't move away from it, you're most likely at best got to neutral and you didn't get to positive. And so I think one of the things you need to do is learn this art of feeling your feelings so they go away quickly. And you're there refreshed and ready to go. I talked to somebody who was really upset about the election, my thought was, what they were saying was, what do you think what should I do? I'm really upset. And I said, take a nap. First of all, it's out of your hands. It's not something you can deal with today, can you? Don't ask yourself to do things you cannot do. Take a nap, reset, rest. If you are disappointed, rest. You may come a time when you can do something about the things you don't like. But if you're in the midst of wearing yourself out, worrying and being angry or frightened or whatever, you won't have the energy to play the game as well as you could. So my thought is, this world that you live in is really an echo chamber. And skillful means that you, as quickly as possible, begin to put out the very thing you want back. Don't wait until you are so inundated with the experiences of negative that you have forgotten how to do that. But feel the feelings, or do the exercise, or make action, or do something, get that thing over with, and then move directly toward the outcome you want. And see it, visualize it, feel it, consciously choose to feel it, and then trust and relax and wait till something good happens. So Jesus said, it's the Father's good kingdom to give you. He also said, the Father knows what you want before you ask, right? He knows. So it's like they want you to do it, and He knows what you want, right? So if that's the case, what's to worry? Just make agreement with it. Agree with that. Okay, I'm going to agree that I'm getting a lot of what I want at Christmas. I'm going to be happy about whatever happens because I'm choosing to be happy and not anxious. Right? Let that be your game plan. Let happiness be your plan. Let gratitude be your attitude. Take your mind off what's not happy and put it on what is. There's plenty of time for you to come back and be unhappy. But take a lot of time in the day to focus on the beautiful outcome instead of what you didn't like. And accumulating over time a higher sense of vibration because you're enjoying life more, because you're looking at what you want to see rather than what you don't want to see. Bring your vibration up and the world begins to agree with you as well. Get happier. So instead of thinking that your job is to suffer, and we have had that drilled into us in the West for 1,000 years, instead of thinking your job is to suffer, think your job is to enjoy. And think if you enjoy, you're a much better person to be around. Aren't you? When you're in the dumps, are you much fun to be with? When you're angry, does anybody want to be in your field? They just want to get away from you. Be happy. And let that be what guides your actions. Hafiz. We're on a Hafiz kick right now. And he's a pleasant fellow, pretty happy. This is It Felt Love. How did the rose ever open its heart and give to this world all its beauty? It felt the encouragement of light against its being. Otherwise, we all remain too frightened. So your beauty doesn't come by being afraid, does it? And your beauty doesn't come by being angry. Your beauty comes by opening to the love and the light that is always present. And let that be what you feel into. Let that be what you see and think about. And let that which has bothered you wash off you as quickly as possible. Now, I know some people find this extremely difficult to do, but little by little, the tide can turn. Little by little, you can feel a different way. Little by little, you can expect things to go better. Little by little, your heart can open to the world again. And little by little, we can heal and we can grow. And so it doesn't have to be done in one step. And you're not a failure if it's not happening yet. You're just on the journey that may take a while. So be of courage. Trust. Trust profoundly that you have all the time in the world it takes to get where you need to go. Trust that if you make little steps, each little step will be met at some point. Trust that there might be momentum against getting to where you want to go, and you may have to overcome it by persistence. But the truth is, if you are the divine in skin, nothing can resist you. And in the end, all will be well. Let us pray. If you have anything you need to feel before we can move on, perhaps you can feel it now with no story. Just feel it. And while we may take not enough time for you to complete that, in this moment, that is the path. Feel your feelings with absolutely no discourse, no thoughts. Just pay attention to the feeling. And once that's passed, choose where you would like to go next. And to the best of your ability, see it. And then to the best of your ability, feel it. And then own it. And while it is not physically present, it is already present in that field of the maxi-me. And now trust and be grateful. It is the Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. And so it is. Amen.
I thank you for it all, the good, bad, the ugly, great and small. times of victory and when I fall. I'm so grateful that I'm still standing tall. I thank you for my tears. The pain helped me overcome my fears. You've been good to me down throughout the years. It's a miracle that I'm still standing here. All that I am is because of all that you brought me through. Everything I survived, it's all because of you. I thank you for it all, for the good, bad, the ugly, great and small, times of victory and when I fall. I'm so grateful that I'm still standing tall. I thank you for my tears. The pain has brought me through my fears. You've been good to me down throughout the years. It's a miracle that I'm still standing here. All that I am is because of all that you brought me through. Everything I survived is all because of you. How can I say thank you for all of the ways you made for me? For the doors you opened, times you were always there making way for me. I cannot express the gratitude I feel for you right now. So I just have to pause for a moment right now and say, I gotta say thank you. Ooh. The good, bad, the ugly, great and small, times of victory and when I fall. I'm so grateful I'm still standing tall. I just want to say thank you for all that you've done for me. Ooh, for every opportunity. I gotta say thank you. Oh, Lord, I thank you. Thank you for my health. Thank you, thank you, thank you for my life. Oh, I want to say thank you. Ooh, thank you for it all, for the good, bad, the ugly, great and small, times of victory and when I fall. I'm so grateful I'm still standing tall. Thank you for my tears. The pain that helped me overcome my fears. You've been good when I'm down throughout the years. It's a miracle I'm still standing here. Oh, thank you. Thank you for it all. Oh, thank you for it all. Thank you for it all. All that I am is because of all that you brought me through. Everything I survived, it's all because of you. I'm grateful for you.
Thank you. My name is Tim Oak. I am here to do a bunch of things. The first one is to turn it over to Tammy Johns.
Hello, beautiful souls. I just want to share with you what we're going to be doing this afternoon at 1 o'clock in our special post-election service. It's called We Hear You, a Call to Unity. we're going to create a safe meditative space in order for you to share how you're feeling in this current political landscape. And then we're going to come together as one and share in a special way to affirm our faith. So I would encourage you to really come out at 1 o'clock or to stay. If you're online and you still have time to make it here, and those of you go back in the fellowship hall and have a little snack and then stay for 1 o'clock. So I look forward to it and see you there.
All right, back to me. I have a couple of announcements. In the exhibition hall, we have our new display titled Whatever Brings You Peace, and that's opening today, so please enjoy that. Thanksgiving potluck. Our annual Thanksgiving potluck will be held this Thursday. Appetizers will be served at 2 o'clock, dinner served at 3. The church will provide turkey and drinks. We ask that people, when they come, to bring appetizers, salad, side dish, or whatever. But please also, it says here, note ingredients. So this isn't a recipe, but just the contents, because we have some people that might be sensitive to ingredients. So bring that. And know that when you arrive, right now, you'll be sitting on the floor. And when you bring food, that also will go on the floor. So what we need is someone to come on Wednesday and set up tables and chairs. Anybody? Can anyone help out? We need someone to help so that we're not all sitting on the floor. So please do that. And Susan Sigmund is the person that will help. She's over here. So we do need someone to help do that on Wednesday evening. The next item here, I believe, is a cooking class. I love salsa, chips and salsa, but I've never eaten a Paradiso. Okay.
It's not a cooking class. It's a party. And you are all coming. Give me some flavor here. Come on, so I can do the announcement the right way. Parrandón 2024. Saturday, December 7th at 5. We're bringing a musician from Puerto Rico, and we have our people cooking all these amazing Latin dishes, and we're gonna have prizes. And if you go like, oh, but I don't know how to salsa, no problem. We're gonna have a dancing lesson next Sunday at 1. That's really good. You guys need to come. And then if you're looking for Black Friday specials, if you get it before Black Friday, you can get it 1 person 15 and 2 people, doesn't matter, bring your neighbor, bring your sister, bring your boyfriend, whoever, 2 for 25, okay? But you need to go online or come at the lobby and talk to me and register. And please come and let's have a good time. Let's do the happy thing, Newsom. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Anna. So it's salsa, not salsa. Okay. So the next thing up is offerings. In a little bit, I'm going to ask the greeters to stand up, but we do have a few methods, not just yet. We have a few methods for us to give. The greeters will pass around the baskets. We also have card readers in the lobby, and we often say for those online, you can go to the web page, but I do that while I'm sitting here. Just go to the web page, and there's a donate button on the top. And there's also consistent giving, where we can arrange to give regularly. So this is something we're used to, but we often talk about contributing the 3 T's. It's real handy, time, treasure, and talent. It's easy to remember, and we just say that. Well, that's money, but it's also signing up for things and joining things. At the end, when we say the blessing, it says blesses and multiplies. So what I want to say is that these, rather than just saying it and them being things we're used to saying, my experience is that when we contribute, we become a part of it. It's more than just doing. So I expect that the greeters at the door, rather than just agreeing to come here early and open the door for people, that they experience being a part of this atmosphere, the experience of people coming into the church. So it's more than just doing that. I know that the choir might have signed up because they love singing, but when we come here, it's like we're a family. And when on Sundays this stuff comes out, it's more than just singing. It's something that comes out, and I think we're all part of it. So that's this blessing and multiplying. I know book clubs, if people sign up for book clubs, it's more than just talking about what we read in a book. I suspect that people that have been in book clubs know that that experience is more than just signing up for a book club. So when we ask for time, talent, and treasure, know that it's more of an invitation to become part of. When we say this blessing, let it be more of an affirmation than a word, that this place can become more than just a church, and it can become who we are. That's the blessing and multiplying. So please join me. Instead of saying this, let's affirm this blessing. Together, divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive.
We let the love wash over us. We let it be. We let the love wash over us. We let it be. Let the love, we let the love wash over us. We let light of God surrounds us.
I am the light of God.
The love of God enfolds us.
I am the love of God.
The power of God protects us.
I am the power of God.
The presence of God watches over us.
I am the presence of God.
Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
2, 3.
I hope you got something out of today's service. We intend to bring you things that will help you in your life become more of who you want to be, give you the freedom of forgiveness and the hope of expectancy that your life will unfold in a way that brings you joy, happiness, and is a contribution to the world. If you would like to contribute to this ministry, please go to unitytriangle.org, hit the donate button, and it will lead you into an easy way of doing that. We thank you for your attention and look forward to seeing you again here.